Hey guys, and welcome back to the Rich Vlog. I bet you're wondering where it went. I have a couple of things to explain, but hey look, it's Matt!
Hi!
I thought that Matt being here would kind of ease you into everything, and plus Matt was in town, so, you know, why not? Anyways.
Why not?
So, as you know, I did Rich Vlog for actually over a year. First it was on its own channel, the Rich Vlog channel, and then that wasn't doing as well as I wanted it to, and then also the Rich Alvarez channel was kind of suffering, so I was like, let's just put it on the Rich Alvarez channel. And so that lasted for a while. And then I was like, you know what? I'm getting ambitious. I want to do a bigger news show, a live news show, an hour-long news show. So then I started N3, Nerdy News Now, where I had the whole group and everything. And, you know, long story short, that didn't really work out. But instead of going back to Rich Vlog, when that show didn't work out and we stopped doing it, I just kind of gave up on it. But you know what? I was thinking, and then I was like, oh, let's do Alvarez. But I was thinking just the other day, why can't I do Alvarez and Rich Vlog? There's no reason why I can't do both. I know, as you guys know, I'm very busy with everything and writing season 3 and all that jazz. But I'm going to try to do both. So, this is the first Rich Vlog of many, I hope. And I'm going to try to do at least one a week. I know it used to be Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think it's going to be Monday and Fridays. But it's going to be just Fridays, maybe. I don't know. I'm probably saying this, and this one could even go up on a Monday. I have no idea. But but it's going to be Monday and Fridays eventually. When Mario World Season 3 is online, that's going to take up Fridays, so I might just be Mondays at the time. Or maybe I'll just put one up on Friday anyway before Stupid Mario. I have no idea.
Even we'll be surprised.
But anyways, as some of you think, like, oh, Matt's in town, are you gonna... Listen, guys, I have not finished writing Season 3 yet. At the time of this Rich Vlog, we haven't even reached the Patreon goal for Season 3 yet. But I tell you what, I'm not going to make any promises, but Matt and I are going to get creative and try to do a little something that might sneak its way into Season 3. You guys will see. But anyways, you guys probably have a million questions for Matt. And, yeah, so if you guys are watching this, you've probably already seen the live stream that Matt and I did that we actually haven't done yet in this during this recording. But by the time you see this video, you'll have already seen it if you were live. Anyways, but I'm gonna ask Matt some questions in case you missed that. So Matt, where have you been for the last year?
Well, all y'all are still here in good old California. I have been in Chicago the last year and a half pursuing my theater career. So I live there now. I'm home for Thanksgiving, and I'm going to try and come home more often. I don't come home often enough. My mom's like, where have you been? And everyone else is like, where have you been? Exactly. So I'm going to try and come home more often, only so I can film more stuff, but just so I can be home. I haven't been home in about a year, but I live in Chicago now. That's why I'm not really on the channel very much anymore, which sucks. I wish I could film stuff out there and send it to them, but I don't know if that's possible tech-wise. So
it's possible, but
it'd be hard to film without us being in the same place. So
right.
But I'm here for the holidays. I'm here for a couple of days. I'm gonna try and come back in April if I can. So yeah, that's where I've been. What I've been up to.
And how's theater been going?
It's good. It's there's a lot of work out there. I mean, it is a city of 9 million people, so it helps. I mean, no offense to Northern California, but there's not a lot of work here, and everyone who does work here are the favorites who steal all the work. So that's not me.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go somewhere that's not New York and not Los Angeles. So it's great. How
are the animals in Chicago? Just as cuddly and cute as they are in California?
No, they're better out here.
Oh, okay. So what's your favorite TV show right now?
Oh, man. I would have to say, I tend to watch a lot of the same TV shows, but I would say, at the moment, probably Stranger Things. Stranger Things is amazing, and I've watched it.
Is so good.
And I've watched it at least 3 times since it's happened, and they're shooting season 2 right now, and everyone's like, hurry up.
Who knew Winona Ryder was still alive?
Who knew she could still act?
She's actually extremely good in that show.
I'm not the biggest fan of Winona Ryder's work, but she does a very good job in that show, and Stranger Things is awesome. So I would say Stranger Things, and also my roommate in Chicago loves Luke Cage? Is that a new show?
Luke Cage is awesome.
I've seen the pilot, and the pilot was awesome. I didn't watch the rest of it yet, but when I've seen of that, I need to finish it, because he's watched it like 7 times, and apparently it's great. I have to watch that. I have to watch a lot of things. I haven't seen the Netflix series of Daredevil.
Oh, you gotta see
that. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen any of more of Luke Cage. Apparently the new show Westworld, is that what it's called? Westworld. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen a bunch of anything lately.
Also, I mean, as far as Daredevil and Luke Cage goes, I'm pretty convinced that Marvel can do almost no wrong. Oh, we're gonna ignore that little Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show on ABC. Everything else is fantastic.
I haven't seen that, but I've heard that it's okay.
It's like there's the episode that takes place after Thor: The Dark World where they kind of clean up his mess. It's like, oh, cool, a show where they clean up the messes of the action that happens in the movie is cool, I guess. Yeah, the Marvel Netflix shows like Luke Cage and Daredevil and Jessica Jones, they all are about an actual superhero.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun.
And I hear they're great, too. I mean, I hear the acting is great. One of the guys, I forget what his name is. There's a guy who plays the Punisher on the Daredevil series.
Yeah.
One of my favorite actors. I forget what his name
John
is.
Berthal?
Yeah. He's awesome. He is one of my favorite actors, and I heard he played the Punisher. I'm like, shit. Sorry, censored. I have to watch that show mainly for him because he's spectacular. I don't know who plays Daredevil, but apparently he's good too.
Don't think of his name right now, but he's so good. Anyways, yeah, what else has been going on in Chicago? Is it as windy as people say it is?
Yes and no. It's actually funny. I learned that when I moved there, it was named the Windy City for all the, political stuff, not so much for the wind. But the wind is insane. There is, no wind here. And out there, I don't get cold too often, but the wind is so biting out there that if it is, 20 degrees and there's a wind, people are miserable. And it's weird. I've been walking down the street in a t-shirt and jeans while everyone else is all bundled up, and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely not from here. I can tell. And everyone's like, aren't you cold? I'm like, no, I'm from California. I don't get cold easily. And they're all like, what? I'm from Wisconsin. I'm like, shouldn't you be the one in shorts and a t-shirt and I'm the one who's all bundled up? But it's been a funny opposite, so I'm like, oh, that's weird.
Awesome.
Yeah.
One more question, Matt. What has been, you've seen things like you've seen, our commentary videos, our Alvarez and everything. If there's one video that you wish you could have, just teleported yourself to California for, what video during the last year would you wish you would have been a part of?
To be honest, any of the cons, I miss going to cons and shooting random stuff and buying a bunch of cool souvenirs and stuff.
Just like SatCon or something.
Yeah, if it's SatCon or Fanime, SatCon, any cons. Because out in Chicago, I'm not 100% sure if there are cons because I don't go to any and I don't have any time because I'm so busy. But...
And speaking of conventions, guys, come on, December 11th, it's only a few weeks away, 2 or 3 weeks away, the SAC Gamers Expo. I know I've told you guys about this a million times. I tried to get you guys to go to the last one. Please come to the SAC Gamers Expo. You won't regret it. I'll be there, and it's an amazing convention, all about video games. You can cosplay. It's going to be a lot of fun. This guy wishes he could go, but he'll be in Chicago.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fantabulous. So that's all.
I would say all the con videos because I miss going to cons. I haven't really, to my knowledge, I don't know if there are any in Chicago because I don't know where to look for that kind of stuff.
I'm sure there's one in Chicago.
Yeah, it probably is. I do know that California's got Fanime,
it's a big place.
SatCon, Anime Expo. What's the one in Los Angeles? Is that Anime Expo?
Anime Expo, yeah.
Yeah, and they have, of course, Comic-Con in San Diego, so that's the holy pinnacle of cons. So
Fanime in San Jose.
I would say all the con videos, probably. It's just fun. So
well, guys, thank you for joining us on this first in a long time Rich vlog where it was all about Matt Provencal and where has he been. In fact, that's probably going to be the title of the video. Matt Provencal, where has he been? But we have one more special segment of the Rich vlog I'm going to introduce to you now. It's called Questions with Matt, and we are going to film 60 of them today so that way I can spread them out over the entire year. And so even though Matt will be in Chicago, he'll still be with us in spirit and he'll be answering a ridiculous question. So without further ado, my favorite new segment of the Rich vlog, Questions with Matt. So Matt, how long is fruit by the foot?
1 foot long.